Good evening, family. It's Pastor Rob here for day 23 of the Discover God Challenge, where we are reading the Word of God every day for the rest of the month of August. I know I just made it this evening, but I want to just to real quickly get in here and read one of my favorite, I say this all the time, but one of my favorite scriptures right now. I talked about it a little bit earlier today, but I really want to emphasize how important it is to be in the right timing, in the right space, in the right season. I think many of us, we go through things and go through situations in life, and let me pull it up real quick, and we don't understand why we go through those particular circumstances and those particular situations. So I came from Ecclesiastes. Many of you know Ecclesiastes. Solomon wrote his writing or his wisdom in the findings. Let me read this for you real quick. So I'm coming from Ecclesiastes 9 and 11, and it's going to be the New Living Translation tonight. I don't think I've used that before in here, but let me read this. It says, I have observed something else under the sun. The fastest runner doesn't always win the race, and the strongest warrior doesn't always win the battle. The wise sometimes go hungry, and the skillful are not necessarily wealthy. And those who are educated don't always live successful lives. It is all decided by chance, being at the right place at the right time. And what I want to make clear is preparation is very important. Preparation to get you to a place in your goals, your dreams, and destiny is very important. But what Solomon highlighted here is that, I found that it was more important to be at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, than it was to train or be the fastest, be the most skilled, be the most educated. That don't always determine your outcome, but being in the right place at the right time puts you in a God timing. It puts you in a place where you can win and be elevated. So I want you to concentrate on that, in the next few days, coming weeks. Every moment that you spend preparing to walk out your God purpose and your God assignment is leading to another God moment and another God purpose and assignment. So I want you to make sure that you look at these moments as they're important for everything that you're doing. Your relationships that you get involved in, who you marry is very important. These things are important to your future. They are important to your God destiny. They're important to your God walk, being in the right place at the right time. There are certain things that you just walk into. There's certain blessings that you just walk into while you're operating, while you're moving, while you're walking in obedience. And a lot of people, they look and stand at a fork in the road. They don't know whether they should proceed or not. But listen, your blessing is ready to meet you. So some things have to collide. Some things have to meet you on a path, meet you while you're in transit, meet you while you're in motion. So I admonish you to go ahead and whatever the Lord tells you to do, take that leap of faith, walk into it. If you're supposed to be serving, if you're supposed to be in a soup kitchen, whatever he tells you to do. It may sound crazy to people. People may have never done it before. You may be trying to get their opinion. Hey, what do you think about this? You think I should do this? You think I should go here? You think I should move here? But to be honest, most of the time, people are not going to always have a clue about what God is telling you to do. So it's important for you to walk in transition, but God has the right people waiting for you to bless you. Remember in Genesis 12, we reviewed this month, that God told Abram, hey, to get out of your familiar place, leave your country and go to a place where I'll show you. I'm going to make you provision. I'm going to make a covenant with you. I'm going to make a promise with you that when you get there, I'm going to bless you. I'm going to bless the people that bless you. I'm going to curse the people that curse you. So there's a lot of attachments in the move. There's a lot of attachments in you moving to where you're supposed to be and being and doing what you're supposed to do. So I want to encourage you, don't get out of the flow. Don't get out of the timing, God, but keep going. Keep going. You don't always know when it's going to be the exact moment, but it's going to hit you and you're not going to have time to prepare. You just got to be ready. You got to know that every step that you took before you got there was training you to be at that moment in that season. All right. So that's all I wanted to say. Ecclesiastes 9 verse 11. Listen, being in the right place and the right time trumps every other mode of training. You've been training. You think you had to do this. You think you had to do that. But no, it's lights, camera, action. You're on. You are in a season where you are walking into a new normal. God is setting you up with new tools. I told this. I'm gonna let you go after I tell this. I laugh at myself sometimes because a few years back, I bought. Me and my wife both purchased a home with a large yard, and I brought all of my tools from my old house to this new house, thinking that, hey, it's going to do the same job. So I was out there with this rake, raking my leaves that first fall that we were here. And I saw my neighbors. They were driving past. They waving at me. Some of them smirking and snickering. And it's almost like they knew something that I didn't know. So the next day, my neighbor came out of his garage with this backpack leaf blower and blowing. And in like 15 minutes, he was done with his yard. Something that it took me about 3 hours to do with the wrong tool. So it's let me know that, hey, once you get into a new season, you need to observe what's going on around you so you can be better equipped to handle the new place. All right. So I just wanted to say that God is giving you upgrades in this season. So you got to walk into it, observe it, and continue to walk and flow into the newness of God, the grace of God. All right, guys, thank you for coming. I know it's a little later tonight. I had a couple of services today. So bless you. We'll see you tomorrow for day 24 of the Discover God Challenge, where we are reading the Word of God every day for the rest of this month. And we'll see where it goes from there. All right, God bless you. I will